Hello, Blue Jays fans. Welcome in East Coast Blue Jays. I'm your host, Patrick McGraw. So, an outstanding performance yesterday by the Toronto Blue Jays. But before we get things going, thank you all for coming in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Now, let's go. So, the Toronto Blue Jays won with a score of 6-3. They're winning streak of 2 games, looking for a sweep today up against the San Francisco Giants. The Jays are now 57-41 for this season. Outstanding. So from yesterday's game, Nathan Lucas was at the top of the list again. He went 1 for 5. Springer, he went 1 for 4. Vladdy went 1 for 4, as well as Bo Bichette 1 for 4. So there's not a whole lot going on the top of the order right now, but the bottom 5, they just keep doing what they're doing with some clutch hits, some outstanding defensive hitting. I mean, Barger alone went 4 for 4 yesterday. His average is up to 273, and his slugging is at 514, better than Vladdy's right now. What can you say about Joe Librafito? He went 1 for 4 yesterday, but he made 2 outstanding catches out in left field yesterday. Ernie Clement is Ernie Clement. You can put this guy anywhere, and his defensive side of things is outstanding. He went 1 for 3, and his sacrifice bunt to bring 2 guys into second and third. Well, Will Wagner is finally finding his own. He went 2 for 4 yesterday with 2 RBIs with a double. And what can you say about Tyler Heineman? He went 2 for 3 yesterday with a home run for his 3rd one of the year. And he had himself a game of hitting 2 hits and 3 RBIs to lead the Blue Jays. And we had some outstanding performance by Eric Lauer. Whoever would have known this guy would be doing what he's doing this year. He's a 29-year-old man. He's up there in age. He's pushing 30. But he's becoming an outstanding starting pitcher in the rotation with Chris Bassett, Jose Barrios, and Kevin Gausman. And Max is there too, but you just never know what's going to go on with his thumb. Alek Manoah, I got some good news on that guy. But yeah, yesterday's performance, he pitched in 6 innings. He allowed 2 hits, 2 ERA. He struck out 7, and he allowed 1 home run. He pitched over 81 pitches, and 58 of them were strikes. Chad Green, what can you say about Chad Green? He allowed a home run yesterday. He lasted 1 inning, but he did get a strikeout. And then Brandon Little came in the 8th inning with a clean inning. And then what can you say about Jeff Hoffman performance again with his 23rd save of the season. So yes, quite an outstanding performance by the pitchers and by the bottom 5 of the batting order. Heineman, he was the player of the game, I would say, besides Addison Barger. He's pretty much a toss-up. Barger went 4 for 4, but Heineman, he had a double, he had a 2-run homer, and he definitely called a great game. Guerrero, well, what can you say about Guerrero? He got into a double play. We left 8 men on base yesterday. But I don't know what's going on with Vladdy, boys. But I mean, there's only 65 games left, and when's he gonna get things going? Yeah, so we were kind of scoreless right up to the 6th inning, and this is when the Blue Jays broke it open, scoring 4 runs in the 6th inning. It started off with a Bo Bichette single in left field, then Addison Barger, his exit velocity was up over 108. He doubled to right. Bo Bichette went to third. Joey Librafito popped out after that, but Ernie Clement came in. He got a single. Bo Bichette came to score. Then Will Wagner with a fist pump. He got a double and drove in Clement and Barger. And then Tyler Heineman came up right after that. He had himself a double into left center field, and Wagner scored, making the score 4-2. So what can you say about these Blue Jays? They just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, the top 4 guys, they haven't really been doing a whole lot. Bo hasn't been to his all-star form. Vladdy hasn't been at his all-star form, but he made the all-star team. But he is still hitting, but he's only hitting singles and doubles and getting a few walks here and there, but his power is definitely not showing up. So it's hard to say what's going on, but there's a lot of guys that are quite upset about him. I mean, we are paying the guy $500 million, and one of them on the X, Toronto Wagon Jays. It's mined friggin' July. There's 65 games left. How much longer do I have to wait for Vladdy to heat up? He's underperforming. A rookie Addison Barger. So yeah, Addison Barger is definitely picking up the pace, picking up what Vladdy is not doing. So as far as the season stats so far of 2025 for Vladdy, his average is 275, only 12 homers for $500 man. 46 RBIs, 59 runs scored. His on-base percentage, 382. Slugging, 429 with an on-base percentage of 810, which is good, which just means he gets a lot of walks. But his last 7 games, so recent form, the last 7 games as of July 19th, batting average is 217. 5 hits and 23 at-bats, only 2 RBIs, 5 run score. So, I don't know, boys. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Vladdy has some mechanical and approach issues right now. Hard to say what's going on, but he is getting jammed. Guerrero's seeing more inside pitches and trying to hit them the other way instead of driving outside pitches to right. That's producing weak fly balls instead of hard hit extra base hits. I think he needs a new approach to what he's doing, which is missing up his mechanics right now. Opposite field timing. Historically, he excelled by riding the ball the other way. This year, though, many of the opposite field swings are against inside pitches, limiting power and weakening results. So that's exactly what's going on with Vladdy. Everybody's pitching from the inside, so he's kind of doing this. So, and if you're doing this, you're going to lose a lot of power. So he's just not seeing the balls very well. He's swinging at pitches that he shouldn't be swinging. I know this year so far he hasn't been reaching a lot, but now since the pitchers are seeing that he's not swinging at those outside pitches, they're pitching him from the inside pitches there right now. So he's just gonna have to figure things out. I mean, you got the coaches, you got people helping him out. I don't know, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is still my guy. He is a great motivator. He's always up to cheer on. If the player hits a home run or single, he's the first one off the bench to cheer his players on. It is his team. He is the face of the Jays. So hopefully he can figure things out. But we have some injury, maybe not injury, some rehab assignment from Alek Manoah. Yes, Alek Manoah. So Dunedin Blue Jays. So the 2025 MLB All-Star Blue Jays right-handed pitcher Alek Manoah starts today in Dunedin on MLB rehab assignment. So as you know, Alek Manoah, he was an All-Star back in 2022. And since then, the next season, 2023, he's definitely started to struggle. Hitters start hit him. Then he changes mechanics again. He ended up getting hurt. He ended up getting a Tommy John surgery. And then he's been off for, I'd say, 8 months, or maybe not that long. But now he's slowly finding his way back. He's getting his work in. He's going to be in Dunedin today pitching. So hopefully things will work out. And hopefully he can get up with the Toronto Blue Jays again, because we definitely need some pitchers for sure. So welcome back, Mr. Alek Manoah. Hopefully you figure things out, because we definitely need you. Another notable players that are coming back from injury list is Paxton Schultz. He was down in Buffalo Bison with Dalton Varsho right now. He's ready to return today. So is Eric Perdenho. He's a starting pitcher. He's planning to return today. Shiriak, if that pronounced it right. He's supposed to be returning today. And Andres Yamanez, he's just off the 10-day IL list as well. So he is supposed to be returning today. And Nick Sandlin, well, he's got a few more days left. So the Toronto Blue Jays will be playing today at the time of 1 p.m. Atlantic time up against the San Francisco Giants. And the starting pitcher will be, remember Rob Ray? He used to play for the Toronto Blue Jays until he went to Seattle. Struggled there. Then now he's with the San Francisco Giants. So far this year, he's been doing pretty good. In 20 games started, he has a 9.3 record with a 2.65 ERA. Played in 119 innings pitched with 128 strikeouts. Oh, so the Jays definitely have their work cut out for them today. He'll be up against Jose Barrios. He's also pitched 20 games. He has a 5.4 record, 3.75 ERA. He has 115 innings pitched with 97 strikeouts. So that's going to be a great pitching duel today. Robbie Ray up against Jose Barrios. So we won yesterday, boys. And you know what? The Yankees lost. The Sox lost yesterday. The Toronto Blue Jays are up 3 games ahead of the Yankees. We are 57 and 41. We're 16 games over 500. The Yankees are 10. So we've played a lot more games than the Yankees right now. I think we do. I think we did. No, we get the same amount of play games, I think. I don't know. They played 108 games, the Yankees. We've played 106. 108. I can't do my math. I'm sorry. 90, 98. Is it 90? I got my numbers all wrong. But anyway, the Jays are 57 and 41 for the season. The Yankees are 54 and 41, 44 for the season. Jays are up 3 games up on the Yankees, leading the American League East Division. Let's go. So yeah, it was an outstanding performance yesterday by Eric Lauer. Great game for Addison Barger. He went 4 for 4. Tyler Heineman went 2 for 3 of the 2-run homer. Outstanding performance. Vladdy is struggling. Bo's struggling. We're pretty lucky that the bottom 4 or 5 guys in the bottom of the order are performing. Because if they weren't, we'd be in deep shit. We'd be in a lot of trouble. We would be probably 16 games under 500 right now. But kudos to Clement, Lucas, all these guys, Schneider, Loperfido, all these young guys from Buffalo Bison that we're bringing up. Kudos to you, man. As you know, Santander, he's still out. Don't know what's going on with him. Dalton Varsho, he's supposed to be returning shortly. So best of luck of them. But yeah, today's game will be at 1 p.m. Atlantic time. The Jays up against the Giants. Robbie Ray and Jose Barrios at the mound. So thank you all for coming in here to East Coast Blue Jays. I'm your host, Patrick McGraw, East Coast Blue Jays. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and leave a little comment below. How do you feel about Vladdy's performance? How do you feel about the young guns that are definitely helping the Jays win? But thank you all for coming in here to East Coast Blue Jays. Have yourself a great day. Enjoy the Blue Jays game. Let's go.